How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be doing something quite interesting and pointing out something quite interesting as well. You're going to learn how to make quite a lot of money in this video if you are someone who can do PVM at a high level, or if someone that wants to work towards doing this, then you can make a lot of money doing this when you do get there. But at the same time, we're going to be doing something towards the end of the video that should be quite fun, quite interesting, and kind of just to finish off proving my point. It's just there just for a little bit of fun and to help someone out. So what are we doing today? Well, I'm going back to my favorite place to make money that all you guys are probably going to roll your eyes at in just about 3, 2, 1. ED1. We're going to ED1. So, why are we going to ED1? Well, at the moment, ED1 has the ancient scale drop that is around about 1.1 mil each. The ancient scales are in a ridiculously high price point at the moment, and that is something that you can take advantage of. Once you've got a bit of practice at ED1, you could quite comfortably do about 3 runs through here per hour. At least I can do 3 runs per hour, and I know that a lot of people can do a lot better than I can. So, what does this mean exactly? This means that ED1 is around about 40 million GP per hour, with the possibility of going more. And this is something that is quite special because ED1 is consistent money. It is always been consistent money, and it is just a great way to guarantee that you will get some money if you are in a place where you need to. Now, you need to take into account that this is all done in solo. You have to solo ED1 for it to be good money, because in a duo or a trio, you can get 0 scales, and the chances of you getting a good amount of scales is just really low. I don't exactly understand why that is. Maybe it's just due to the fact that you can speed through it really quickly and it would be kind of farmable if it was any other way around, but that's just the way it is, and soloing this dungeon is ridiculously good, consistent, guaranteed money. So for those of you that clicked on this video to find out about the money making aspect of it, that's pretty much it. The dungeon itself does take a little bit of practice to get used to. The mobs in here are probably the most punishing bit, in my opinion, along the side of Masuta as well. But if you can get through ED1, even if you can only do 1 run an hour, you're probably guaranteeing yourself around about 12 to 15 mil an hour just doing that. And obviously that is ridiculously good. And the great thing about ED1 is you get that guaranteed sort of hourly money mark, but sometimes it can be ridiculously higher. It does usually average out, as in the past I did do 100 runs, and it did average out to the estimated gold per hour that I did for that entire thing. By the end of it, the estimated gold per hour was the same from the start, from the first few hours, all the way to the end after doing like 50 hours, because at the time I could only do 2 runs an hour, so it was nice and easy to work out that I was doing 100 runs, so 50 hours in total. But like I say, the gold per hour was exactly the same throughout the whole thing, showing that this is consistent, guaranteed, like 100% going to be money, whatever you work out at the time. Now, of course, this is high-level content. This is something that does take a lot of practice, and especially to get to 3 runs or more an hour is definitely going to be something that takes a lot of practice and pretty decent gear and a good amount of starting money. But that is the point of this video, and that is what I wanted to talk about. So let's move away from the whole ED1 is great money at the moment aspect of this video, and let's move on to the next thing, which is kind of the main thing that I want to talk about for this video. So moving on from the money making side of it, there's one thing I want you guys to remember, and it's going to be important towards the end of the video, and that is that we are nearly at Christmas. In game, we have all the Christmas events, we have snow everywhere, we have Christmas trees, all that sort of stuff, and we have the Secret Santa where people are giving gifts to each other through the NPC, and I've done recently a giveaway that I wanted to do as well, because it's Christmas, like why not? So that's going to be important later on, and it may give away a little bit what we're going to be doing later towards the end, but we'll get to that, so stick around, don't miss that one out. However, the main topic for today's video, seeing as there seems to be about 3, is that I was thinking about it a couple of days ago, probably about 2 or 3 nights ago, and I was just laying there thinking, it's crazy how when you are someone trying to get into PVM, you're a low level player, you are really needing to get overloads, which is 96 herb lore, and you need to get the summoning to 96 as well, because summoning at 96 gives you a Ripper Demon and a Pack Yak, and it gives you all the stuff before that, like Nihils and stuff that you're going to be using a lot, and it's really important. And then also, you kind of want to get your prayer to 95 as well. Now that's kind of a requirement too, if you ever want to get into endgame PVM. All of this stuff is kind of a requirement if you want to get to endgame PVM. And it takes so freaking long to get to. It's a lot of hard work, it is a lot of effort, and it doesn't really mean that it's a bad thing, because it is quite enjoyable to do so, right? Like the grind and the progression in RuneScape is very important. I'm definitely not discounting that journey, because that is a huge thing, and on my second account at the moment, I am loving the grind on stuff, and I'm having a hell of a time. Jagex have done a great job of making the leveling up system feel rewarding, and they've just done a great job of making you stay engaged and want to keep going. Like, it gives you a drive to want to keep going, and they've done a really good job of that. However, it can get a bit tedious, but what I was thinking about specifically is, as soon as you've got those levels, as soon as you've put a little bit more effort in and made a bit of money to get some gear, suddenly that money that you would have been spending so many hours and so much hard work and effort getting to be able to get the 96 herb lore or the summoning or the prayer suddenly becomes really easy to get. I could fund 96 herb lore in 2 hours of ED1. I could fund 95 prayer in about an hour of ED1 should I get even just a little bit lucky probably. I could fund 96 summoning in probably about 2 to 2.5 hours of ED1. And that's all it would take. So in total for all of those skills, we're talking around about what, 5 to 5.5, maybe 6 hours in total of work. And I can then fund all of those skills and it's guaranteed to work. Because ED1 at the moment just makes too good money, it's too consistent, and it's just insanely good. Like when I say too consistent, I don't mean like I need nerfing, I just mean it's consistent money. It's amazing. Now, I don't know if you guys have been paying attention to the background at all while watching this video, but if you haven't, I just wanted to point out that everything that I've talked about so far in the background has been me doing 2 hours of ED1, just 2 hours. Now, you can see here that in the first hour, I made around about 40 million GP in 1 hour, which means on average, you'd expect this to be about 80 mil per hour, right? So on the second hour, you can see here that I actually brought this total to a total of 75 million GP, which isn't quite 80 mil. Being 5 mil off literally means I was around about 4 scales off of being at 80 mil. That is it. And I managed to only get 4 scales on my last drop, which is the lowest you can get. So had I got any more or one more scale here and there throughout the actual dungeons on the kills that I did, seeing as I did 6 kills, I would have easily made that 80 mil. And you never know, you could also get lucky at one point and jump that up all the way to over 100 mil as well. So it does balance out, and the average is around about 80 mil every 2 hours or 40 mil an hour. So Init, what is the point? Why are you talking about this? What is the actual point? And why were you talking about Christmas before? Like, what the frick? We will get to that, I promise. I just want to finish off on this point of saying that it's just crazy to me to think that as soon as you get to that point, you spent so many hours unlocking all that money to get to herb lore. It takes so freaking long getting it all up there. Now, once you get past that point, if you learn ED1, just ED1, nothing else, if you just learn ED1, you can guarantee to make that much money straight away. So that means if I was kind enough to run ED1 for 2 hours and then just write it off, I could give that money to someone who is working on their prayer, their herb lore, or their summoning, and it would be done for them. They would not have to do anything else. It would be paid for. That stress, that effort, that grind, that long grind would be done. And it would only cost me 2 hours. It wouldn't cost me 80 mil because I wouldn't even look at it like that. It would cost me 2 hours because I know in that 2 hours I can make between 70 to 80 mil, maybe 90 mil depending how lucky I get. But it's going to happen, and every time I do ED1 for 2 hours, I can guarantee that I can afford to pay off at least someone's next goal on the skills for combating to get into PVM. I can do that 100%. It'll work every single time. So that's what we did. So let's grab out our 75 mil from here, sell off all of our loot, and let's move on to that, shall we? Okay, so as I said at the beginning of the video, I want to do something different with this money because I made this in 2 hours, and 2 hours for me really isn't that much. But since we were just talking about the fact that it would take ages to make enough money to do things like overloads, unlock your curses through prayer, and even unlock your 96 summoning, the fact that would take ages, we're going to use this to make a difference for somebody else. So let's go and find someone who is training up one of those stats and just see if we can make their day a little bit. Okay, so if we look here, there's this person. What do they need? Okay, so this person here, Digital MCGB, which is this person, they need 95 prayer. They've got 92, and they need 96 summoning. They're on 76. So what we're going to do is use the calculator for the prayer, work out how much that would cost using whatever bones we can see whatever the cost is for, and then we'll see how much it would cost from summoning all the way to 96 as well, get an estimate on that, and then what I'll do is I'll give them that exact amount of money. In fact, I'll give them all of this money, but I just want to make sure this is enough. So let's see how much that would cost. Bye. I've just worked out their prayer cost, and it would have only been 25 mil to get to 95 prayer, but they've logged out. The person's logged out. Frick, dude. What we're gonna do is I'm going to still work out the summoning, and then I'm going to see how much total it would be, and then I'm just going to wait a little bit and see if they come back, because I would really like to give it to this person. So we're going to see if they come back, and if they do, we'll give it to them, because this person's like perfect. They're so close to 95, they're so close to 96, they've done a lot of stuff work on their account, so it's not just ruining their gameplay, and that's exactly the sort of person I wanted to give this money to. So Let's see if we can find them, because I really want to give it to this person. Freaking hope we can find this guy. I don't know if he's logged out. I don't know if I missed it or not, but I can check the recording and see if we can find him. And if he just teleported away, I'll go on a hunt. And if he logged out, then we'll just wait a little bit and see if he returns.
Bye-bye.
Okay, so I've just had a thought. I don't know if it's going to work, but I've just gone on Rune Clan and put his name in, and it's come up with a clan called Skiller Elites. So we're about to join that clan now as a guest and see if we can get in there. Oh, it doesn't allow guests to join. Are you joking? For God's sake, why not? Can we find out who the owner is or anyone else in the clan? And then we can PM them and see if we can find this guy, because I really want to give it to this person. Right, the leader's called Wise Alan. Let's just see if they're online. Not online. We're going to add a few people from the clan and just see what we can do here. Wait, I think we have one. We do have one. Okay, we've got one. I hope they don't think I'm scamming or something, but let's just see what happens. So I've put, hey, could you possibly help me? I saw one of your clan members at the GE, and I wanted to help them out, but they teleported away before I could. You possibly get a message to them. Okay, this has got to work. Surely to God, this has got to work. Ah, wait, he's here. It's fine. Let's see if that actually gets attention. I really don't freaking teleport away. Do not teleport away. Don't teleport, please. Been tracking you down. Come on, dude. Was that you earlier? What does he mean? When I was just stood here? I saw you at close to 95 prayer and need 96 summoning. It seems you need about 75 to 80 mil going off my calculations. I wanted to help. Let's just trade him and give him the money. Is he going to trade? He says he's about to finish the diaries. Which diaries does he mean? I was so confused what he means. You want to trade. You definitely want to trade. There we go. We're going to give him 75 mil. It's the money we made from our 2 hours. This was only 2 hours of work. We're going to give it to him. And hopefully this helps him out in what he needs. Okay, he's accepted. I've accepted. He can take this money. He knows it's his. Like, I've accepted here. He put a question mark before he accepted. I hope it helps. Should fund 95 prayer and 96 summoning. That will help a lot. Good. He's already got his herb lore. He's already got overloads. So he needs 95 prayer and he needs 96 summoning for a yak and a ripper demon. So that's pretty much all he needs for it as well. Let him know he's in the next video if he doesn't mind. He doesn't recognize me, which is even better. Like, he doesn't know me. He doesn't know me. There's no way. He would have said something already. Anyway, off I go. Have fun. We're just going to leave him here. There's not much else I want to do, really. I just wanted to just make one person's day, make their game a little bit easier, help them out a little bit. He's put the work in, so I'm not giving it to someone who's completely brand new, and that's all I wanted to do. But anyway, that's kind of like a point I was wanting to make, right? It takes so freaking long to get that money as a low level player, like doing all the little stuff. But once you get to endgame, like where I am now, you can make that money in 2 hours. 2 hours of my work has just funded the rest of his prayer and his summoning as well. Like, it's ridiculous. You could it's so much more money. It's crazy. But that's ED1 as well, so it's pretty much consistent, and I could do that again. Like, I could do that again and again and again. I really could, and it would be the same again next time. I'd get pretty close to the same amount, if not more. So guys, let me know if you would like me to do that again, because if so, then I'll just keep doing it. It was a lot of fun, and honestly, I would happily do it again. It's Christmas, so why not, if people are interested, and if this video gets enough views and enough likes. So do leave likes, do subscribe if you are new, and I will definitely do more. Let me know in the comments what you think. Anyway guys, thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Thank you to my channel members for the extra support. As always, your names will be on screen right now, and I really do appreciate it, guys. And of course, if anyone else is interested in joining the channel members, click the join button by the sub button, and you can see what perks you do get. Anyway guys, thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you all in the next one. See you later guys. Bye.